Welcome to the third season of the Nidd's Whitelist server.
So I like that you can still reach everything even when it's 2 up, because I had everything 1 lower and it just didn't, it felt too claustrophobic having just a 1 gap where you could walk under the machines, but it looks so good having the machines above your head. So now we've got to work out the assemblers. I think we'll start with a tube coming out of the refineries, and I think we'll stick the assemblers in a...
I just realised in Starbound there's a camper van.
Oh, space train! Train of thought. We were going to build a train, aren't we, Mare?
Oh goodness.
Is it going to go...
Apparently so.
It's going to go around the Meen.
Around the Meen.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how difficult and complicated it is to build train tracks in Space Engineers?
We were going to... Well, we call it a train, but that's only because it's things joined to things. But it's going to be more like a road train. We're going to use the highways, aren't we? Use the road mod and gravity to keep the... Might just, if we can, increase gravity a little.
And I'm not entirely sure how, you know, those roadblocks are designed to curve around the planet.
Well, the planet's very large, so curvature
might be a problem because we can only make sudden turns.
Oh wow, I'm getting the funny purpley shimmery thingy around one of the planets again. But not the tiny little one next to the... What's it called? The... Mare. So not the one next to the mare.
The mares.
What made us choose to build a train? Okay, should have kept that to himself. Why a train? Because Mia refused to build another caravan, that's why. So we've done a caravan, we're not doing another caravan. And I wanted to... I really liked our space caravan. I was like, I want to do it again, I want to build it again. And Mia was like, no, we've done it. So, can't remember how we arrived at a train, but we decided that... Well, I decided. Mia was eventually coaxed into agreeing that we hadn't built...
She was threatening to throw me off a building.
Oh,
it was very high, and it was on the Meen. It was cruel and terrible.
We'd agreed that before I'd even been to the Meen. You're such a drama queen, Mia.
Or not.
I was building a conveyor tube. Yeah, but we're going to call the train of thought. We came up with that one today.
Imagine how terrible it is if we just lose the train of thought.
Yeah, I know, that's what I like about it. So that yellow block there marks north. That's where the sun is at its lowest. But it doesn't quite set. But we're not quite at the true north, so it does go up and down in the sky a little. We're nearly at the eclipse again.
That's fine. It would be boring if it would just, you know...
It is brighter when it's in the south, and it's darker when it's in the north. But the north's quite nice, because the north's got the planet in it. You know, the dirt-faced planet where all the others are. Hopefully we don't get sidetracked when we build the train of thought. Oh dear, KP Wayne's on fire tonight. Oh, I like the way the tiny one looks like it's got a sort of silver edge to it.
Actually, if you're currently looking in the direction of the tiny one, you're probably looking at, well, the behind of my ship.
Yeah, nice bit of eclipse. I do like that we get a nice eclipse. I wonder if they get any decent eclipses down there on the planet.
No, they probably don't.
They haven't mentioned anything about it. Oh, is the sun quite hazy down there? They won't get nice clear eclipses like this, will they?
Nope, they won't.
No. See, this is one of the attractions of our hotel up here.
In theory, that's currently the only attraction we have.
Hush. It's also a relaxation resort where you get away from it and all that.
Space Vegas already has that. They even have an extended relaxation vault.
Well, the thing about Space Vegas is that it's not a hotel. There was no room for paying guests at Space Vegas. I mean, you put in some cryopods, but only for residents.
To be fair, all those cryopods I put in there were designed for people who are already potential guests. Half of our potential guests. So, you know.
Let me just go stain these blocks so that I remember to remove them. If I weld them up, I know what they were. Is that red?
Still waiting for jump drive to recharge. Oh yeah, could you please do me a favor? Quickly hop into any control panel on New Vegas and rename the station to New Vegas, please.
Okay.
The reason how we came up with the name New Vegas is oddly quite obvious, seeing how we came from Space Vegas and now moved to a new flashy place on a Meen, which is now called New Vegas. The only funny part about it is that there already apparently is a Space Vegas that Sal doesn't know of.
Space Vegas.
New Vegas. Sorry, I keep confusing those two.
Yeah, but this is like the S&M New Vegas, isn't it?
Yeah, in theory it is.
Okay, done it.
Thank you.
While I'm here, get that colour. For a while, Anubis had the theory that if you put two assemblers next to each other and then put an efficiency mod across them, that they would get twice as much as if you put an efficiency mod vertical. I don't believe that's true. I think it just goes on the number of ports that you cover up, and I don't think it matters how many modules you use. Do you know any different?
I don't know, I rarely work with those.
Why?
And I usually only have one assembler and one refinery. So I can't span them across.
But why?
Because I don't need more.
But you're making such a big build.
That's because you're currently funding all of my building. Usually it just stick to tiny, teeny little bases that are buried deep underground.
Yeah, I've pulled you out into the limelight, haven't I, Mia? And you're having a whale of a time, aren't you? You've got to admit. I mean, you got so giddy earlier that I made you go and sit in your sunny place.
'Cause I don't need more.
I made you go and sit in your sunny place. I made you go and sit in your sunny place. I made you go and sit in your sunny place. I made you go and sit in your sunny place. I made you go and sit in your sunny place. I made you go and sit in your sunny place. I made you go and sit in your sunny place. I made you go and sit in your sunny place. I made you go and sit in your sunny place. I made you go and sit in your sunny place. I made you go and sit in your sunny place. I made you go and sit in your sunny place. I made you go and sit in your sunny place. I made you go and sit in your sunny place. I made you go and sit in your sunny place. I made you go and sit in your sunny place. I made you go and sit in your sunny place. I made you go and sit in your sunny place. I made you go and sit in your sunny place. I made you go and sit in your sunny place. I made you go and sit in your sunny place. I made you go and sit in your sunny place. I made you go and sit in your sunny place. I made you go and sit in your sunny place. I made you go and sit in your sunny place. I made you go and sit in your sunny place. I m
It's quite sunny here, yes, I'm currently getting a sunburn.
Oh.
And the ship is still locked in overload while it's recharging the jump drive.
Ah. Yes, it wants to be not that way, but can I get a nice angle on this where I can see what I'm doing? I wonder. Let's just pop it against the edge there. Okay, so I'm leaning away from my microphone because I'm trying to look around the corner of the assembler. I'm leaning my head around the corner. So a module goes on the side around there, and the module goes on this side around there. But is that... Now, is that one on the top? Because if it is, now I'm pointing at my screen hoping that you're looking at it. If it is, then Anubis is right. By having them side by side, there actually is benefit, because although then you'd lose the ones on the sides. How would that work? Oh, you connect them end on end. That'd work. And then you can have the modules down the side. Yeah. Okay. Right, I see.
Great.
What?
I'm 100 kilometers off.
100 kilometers off. What?
I was jumping back.
And
I need to wait another 40 minutes for this to recharge. Maybe it was a terrible idea.
100 kilometers?
Yes.
You could probably fly it in less than 40 minutes.
I can't move.
You've not got any thrusters?
Of course I have thrusters, but the entire ship is currently in overload.
Oh, okay. Can't you stop your jump drive from recharging?
I could. Yes, probably. But jumping is easier.
Okay.
Also, I'm currently at Space Vegas because it turns out I confused the waypoints of New Vegas with Space Vegas, and here we are, and yep, that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
Either Space Vegas or one of the comm satellites is currently having energy problems.
Oh, that'll be one of the comm satellites. I think it was comm satellite 1. Boris did something earlier. He managed to throw it out of reach or something.
Well, I noticed that comm satellite 2 is a lot closer now.
Is it?
It went from around 50 kilometers to 36 kilometers from Space Vegas.
Ah. Maybe they were trying to get home. I mean, they pretend to like it down there on the planet, even though they're hating it. But,
of course they're hating it. It's awful. Still, I don't think it's one of the comm satellites that has problems.
Oh.
But I don't want to go down to Space Vegas right now because I'm pretty sure I'd lose the ship. It's tiny, it doesn't have any beacons on it.
Oh, yeah. No, you don't want to do that.
I'm just noticing how all the signals of the planet keep blinking on and off.
Might just be glitching or something, though?
It wouldn't be that regular. As if the solar power is currently peaking and then overloading again.
Ah, I see. What do we need? Computers and displays. Oh yeah, I was saying before why we moved out here was because we can't mine asteroids at the moment. Which means that we can't remove rock on Space Vegas. So it's difficult to build there. Oh look, 666.
Yeah, it's awfully annoying.
And we can't mine for resources either, so we're kind of... You have to go to a planet at the moment to get resources, and we didn't want to go down to the Earth, down to the dirt face planet with the others, because they're not having the best of times down there. So we came to the Meen, which was where you wanted to come all along, wasn't it, Mia?
Yes.
In fact, there's no server setting, is there, that says introduce the bugs that gets Mia what he actually wanted in the first place?
I mean, yes, maybe I am managing the server side of things, but no, there's nothing like that.
Okay. So it's definitely not your doing,
No.
even though you did actually
It really
benefit
isn't.
from it.
I didn't benefit from it. I was actually planning on building a weird purple pimple to Space Vegas, which required me to drill through the thing.
Yeah,
But unfortunately, those things that I was able to drill reappeared.
Yeah.
So I now had a giant corridor and a staircase built, which is now filled with rocks for me.
Boris had that previously. He had it in the the container room. I was actually editing something about that tonight, or earlier on. Okay, right. Let's have a look at this while I recharge my energy. Well, it's not the prettiest thing because it's full of lumps. Might actually look better if I spaced it one away from the refinery. Oh, I could move it one down and then build another one on top. And we could have 4 assemblers all hooked together with the... Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah. That would work.
I just dropped some iron in here.
Ah, lovely. I'll make some steel plate.
I don't know, this might be a bit of a selfish notion, but don't you think it's time that either one of us Or at least one of us is going to go to bed.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, Mia.
So who is it gonna be?
Shall we call it a night?
It depends.
What?
Who loses? Who has to go to bed?
Well, it's 2 a.m. for me, so it must be 3 a.m. for you. Maybe we should call it a night.
Alright, we'll call it a night. I mean, it's not like I want to go to sleep. It's not like you woke me just so I could stream with you.
That's not how it happened at all. Although it is true that last night I did wake you up specially so that I could say, look, I think we need to move our base 2 kilometres to the north.
Yeah, I'm afraid that's turning into a habit of yours.
There's nothing habitual about it.
I'm just waiting for the next time we'll move the base 2,000 metres to the right.
It wasn't to the right, it was to the north.
Okay. Depends on from where you look at it.
Let's go take all these bottles upstairs and refill them while I'm tidying. Oh god, look at this mess as well. Okay, Mia. So we'll call the stream to an end, and yeah, KP Wayne's going to bed as well, so we can carry on with the stream. Yeah.
Yeah, he's taking one for the team. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, I'm getting to the point where I'm forgetting which buttons I'm supposed to press for which thing. So let's call it night. I'll just finish tidying up some inventory a little. Because it is an awful mess, since as you made me dismantle everything again. Okay, everybody, you don't want to sit and watch me play with my inventory, so thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. We'll see you soon as well, KP Wayne. Thanks for watching. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.